Annyeonghaseyo. Hi everyone, this is Ariel, one half of Soju for Two, and I want to sort of update you on everything that's going on right now in my life. So it's a little bit crazy. My sister, she's obviously on the East Coast in Pennsylvania right now, and she didn't have power for about 6 days. So clearly she wasn't watching dramas. Everyone's fine back home. My family's safe, and just the storm was so bad. So I really wanted to say for everyone that's been affected by the storm, I really wish you the best. And for everyone who doesn't know how bad the storm was, it really just took down so many people. Are without homes and in my area, I guess the biggest problem was downed trees affecting houses and things like that. But flooding was horrible. I mean, it was just so devastating. So luckily, my sister is safe and my family's safe, but obviously she hasn't been watching dramas and the like. So I've been a little more fortunate. I watched a couple of dramas so that I could at least keep you guys up to date on a few new ones. I haven't been watching the ones that have been ongoing. I've just been watching a couple of the new ones because I've had a little bit of time. So I'll tell you about the one I'm watching right now that I actually really, really like. It just came out. It's Can We Get Married? It has the girl from Playful Kiss, the Korean version. It has the lead from Shut Up Flower Boy Band, and it also has the second male lead from Bachelor Vegetable Store. I didn't make a list of their names and everything, but it just came out on dramacrazy.net, so I just watched the first episode, and I really like it. I think it's going to be really interesting. They're playing, older characters, so even though they were, he was playing a high school student in Shut Up Flower Boy Band. I like that he's playing, someone in his mid to late 20s. So it's more age appropriate for me. The show seems definitely really fun. And so the show looks great. So if you haven't started watching it yet, I think it might be good. But it's definitely an older sort of show, a little more mature. Sorry, I'm getting all these messages. I'm meeting up with my friends today to go to a soccer game. We're going to the FC Seoul versus Suwon, which should be fun. It's supposed to be raining this afternoon, so hopefully it doesn't rain out the game. With soccer games, that doesn't usually matter, but I just don't want to get sick in the rain. If you can hear, I'm losing my voice a little bit. This week was a really busy week because of Halloween. I kept giving lessons where literally for 45 minutes straight I was just speaking, and so I'm losing my voice. I had a lot of lessons, and my kids are really great, but sometimes they're just loud, so I have to talk over them just to get their attention, and that sort of screaming is a little bit of trouble. Um, I literally have a 7-way conversation going on right now with all my friends. But so I want to tell you guys about everything else that's going on. So this weekend I went to see the new James Bond movie. And it was Skyfall. I actually really liked it. I don't know, I guess it's getting mixed reviews, but I thought it was kind of cool. It was back to basics, and it was a little bit. I liked that everything just looked so beautiful in England, and the Scotland part just looked really beautiful. So it was nice to see a little bit of places I've been since. Sometimes I feel like I love my life in Korea, but you get a little homesick. And even though I'm not from London, I've been to London, so it's nice to see places that are familiar every now and then. And then yesterday I went with a new friend, a new Korean friend. I went to Tuksum Resort, and we just walked around. It's a really cool area. It's by the water, and very, very nice. And then today I'm going to a soccer game. This is a pretty low key weekend. There wasn't any clubbing involved. I'm still recovering from Halloween weekend and the exhaustion of that. So, and I know you guys saw my video earlier in the week where I did the interview. So I just had, it's been a really cool week because there's been a lot going on. And so I'm going to tell you guys about a couple other things that have been going on in Korea and just my life here. I know you guys are always curious about everyday things and what's interesting. So I guess I want to tell you that I think the big fear that a lot of people have when they come here is just, I think everything seems so new and intimidating, that you just need to get out of your shell. And so first, anything from going upstairs in buildings, I think a lot of foreigners are afraid of going to the fifth floor of a building, or for a restaurant or anything like that. People are just used to staying on street level, but there's so many cool places in Korea, and it's all up because there's just not enough space. So there's lots of great places to go to. So I advise going up buildings and in alleyways. A lot of the coolest restaurants are in the side alley streets, and Korea is so safe that I honestly never feel like anything is really seedy wherever I am in Seoul. I'm sure there's seedy parts, but it's just going down alleys and stuff, you'll just see everyone, and I know it's really awesome. So lots of really cool places. If you guys come to Korea, like you have to be adventurous and go into the dark alleys and upstairs and the coolest restaurants you'll find that way. Also, a couple of things I want to tell you about. So I need to buy a winter jacket here. And I'm sort of finding I'm having trouble with this because it's not that I'm having trouble finding ones that I like. I'm having trouble finding ones that I like that are a reasonable price. A lot of things, are really like cheap in like clothing wise and stuff. The problem for me is that like I think the clothing that I want to buy is really really expensive, and so I have to buy a winter coat, but I don't want to spend over $200 or 200,000 won on it, because I mean my paycheck, I just don't want to like lose a huge portion of it. I want to do some sort of vacation, obviously for winter break, and I want to save up for that. So I might go to Dongdaemun, which is a shopping area tonight, and try to look for a cheaper coat. Near where I live near Hyundai department store, which is beautiful, and it's a really fancy department store. But and I literally love every single coat there. But everything I like, starting price is like 300 and up. So that's not really feasible considering I don't make that much. But it's definitely, that's my biggest trouble right now, is trying to find a winter coat because it's really getting cold. So for right now, I'm just like layering. So I'll say like Korean fashion at the moment, like it's definitely not that different. I'd say from America, like I think wearing like this thing is like fake fur, like thing, and I just wear this under everything, and then like wear like the same jacket I was wearing before over it. So layering is definitely easy in Korean like fashion. Layering is really popular. I just always sort of think like, what would in Mary Stayed Out All Night, what would she wear? And that's like basically what I wear, because fashion here, it's you can wear 1,000 layers and it's still cool, and giant like fake fur things, or there's a lot of real fur here too, but I know it's just layers are really big, and I'm just trying to do that until I buy a proper coat, because it is really cold and it's damp and I don't want to get sick. So yeah, definitely wearing a lot of layers. And the Korean, like the fashion right now here is interesting because either like really like menswear, like these sort of green, like army green outfits, or like I have a menswear jacket I've been wearing a sort of felt, or it's super super girly. So fashion can really go either way here. And that's what I love about Korean fashion. Like you can really wear whatever you want, but the thing is that you can wear whatever you want, but people tend to all look very similar in fashion, like with the trend. So like for example, denim jackets are really popular, or like the army green jackets, and now it's like for winter you see a lot of like the great coats that are belted at the waist and that sort of thing. So I need to find a good coat, but I need to find one that's reasonably priced. And I guess that's the big disadvantage to coming here when it's becoming winter, because usually people, and all my coach teachers told me this, they buy like a bunch of coats at the end of season when they're all on sale, and then they have them for the next year. And I really wish I had that, because people wear their coats inside all the time, so you really want to have cute coats, and it's so expensive. But hopefully I'll buy one and I'll show you guys. Oh, and I want to show you one other thing. This is my new BB cream that I bought. I ran out of the one that I came here with, so this is the one I bought from the Face Shop. It's Power Perfection BB Cream. It's 37%, SPF 37. And this one, the reason I love it is because it's just really light coverage, but it's really brightening. So it just makes my skin feel like really glowy, but it covers up like if I have a spot or something. So I love, 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 love this. And I think it was a little more expensive. It was $22. But back home, I'm pretty sure it was $35 back in New York, which is why I never bought it back home. But it's cheaper here, and I love it. It's like a pump action one. And it's just like really, here, I'll put a little on my hand, see if I can swatch it. My light isn't very good. It's just really brightening. And I don't know if you can see, let's see. You can see in my hand, like, it just looks really bright and glowy. Like, that's just what it does for my face. It's not like it's super coverage, and I don't really need super coverage right now, but it's just really, really smooth, and it just gives me like a glow without being like glittery. So I'm loving, loving, loving this. And I'm going to put up my next giveaway video right away, so that'll be up probably by Tuesday. So definitely check that out, guys. Okay, have a good day. Bye, everyone.